No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Got 180! You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Motion, motion. Mike 35. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, gone. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Two for one. Hard ball.
To throw is gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Slam. Under 10. 10. Hey, get him. You got it. 35.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Cunningham. And this is going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". 65, 49, check.
To throw on third down, Cunningham. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
180.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Cunningham. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Record. Switches. Come on, switch it. He's coming.
Here's Cunningham. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run.
Cunningham looking to throw. Going up top for Cup. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check one out.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 76. I'm coming for you, son.
3rd and long. It's gone. Got a man, Slayton. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
35's the Mike. You ain't got nothing. He's mine. Mike 35. Target.
Goff now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Rush in. Check 9, check 9.
Cunningham to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for the Dolphins. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Parkey with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen?
He's got a man, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Alert 16. Alert 16.
Hold on. Check.
Goff now looking to throw. This one taken in by Hester. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work,
this is caught inside the 15. But all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Cunningham. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 5-4. I got it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, every day, any day. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff steps away to his left. That'll be caught by Hester. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Mike 35. Check back.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Saquon Barkley running right, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
2 for 1.
We got it.
Tiger. Here we go.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Cunningham. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Cunningham. Being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
54, right there. 54 miles.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. His throw incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today. Yeah,
just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Cunningham. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Mike spot 4. Hey!
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Parkey with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. J.J. Nelson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful.
They've got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cunningham. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down and inches. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 52.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 23-yard line. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Barkley. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Tiger. Hey, 5.
Switch.
On 2nd and 7, Goff flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check.
12.
Mike 40.
To throw is gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
We go tonight. 20.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Deuce.
Again, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.